Hey you guys, I'm Heidi Yvette,
Hi, I'm Israel.
and we are So True Live Q&A couple. So we want to thank you all for tuning in and giving us all your DMs with your questions and your concerns about what we talked about last week
Yes.
and this week. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first question. And this question is from...
This is from Gary to me. How did you and your spouse meet? We met
2005
2005.
at Jim's. No, 2004? 2000. It was...
2006, I believe.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, well, we was at Jim's place, this place down here in Jacksonville. Was the nightlife everybody went to, so I saw her standing over there looking at me, and I had to go over there and spit my game to her, a little younger.
And his thing was, as he asked me, he said, "Is that your hair?" I'm like, who wears, back then, I'm like thinking, who wears weave and short hair? And
What did you tell me your name was?
well, back in the days when I used to go clubbing, I never told him what my name was Heidi. I told him my name was Rose. And so when I met him, I said my name is Rose. So he's like, oh, okay, nice to meet you, Rose. So he's buying me, my sister, my friend Christy, we buying drinks and stuff like that. We having a nice time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, what happened? Oh, I was so drunk. I was sloppy drunk.
I had fed up with these drinks, and her sister Ella said,
Well, you gotta allude up to why. So I was getting in his car. He said my sister and my friend was all going to Waffle House. So he was like, okay, well, I'll take you down to Waffle House. So I got in the car with him. My sister, she goes, Heidi, get out that car. Hey, Nikki. And he was like, Heidi. I thought your name was Rose. So that's how
we met. That's how we met Gary Jones from LinkedIn.
The rest is history.
Yes, we've been together for going on 13.
We got 13.
13 years this July, so
Been together for 13, married 12.
it was a blessing. She's a blessing to me.
Hey, our bully.
Hey, Art Bully.
Hey, Kyra. Okay, so next question is from Anonymous LinkedIn. And the question is, I am a 23-year-old college student, and I find myself sleeping with every guy I go on date with. What advice could you both give to help me? Well, first of all, be careful who you sleep with, and stop sleeping with everyone. You're exchanging that energy from people that you don't even know who these people are. I mean, you gotta understand that you are an energy. Your body, everything, your soul, energy, whatever you want to call it, those are energies. And when you sit there and go sleep with people, you are exchanging your energy to theirs, and you don't know what kind of trauma they're been that you're exchanging.
That's
and you're
true.
giving to yourself.
So true. So true.
So you have.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, love.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And also, my wife always say you got to be careful who you have your children by. It's even you have to be careful who you have sex with. So you're exchanging those negative energies or those past from his upbringing or whatever the case may be. So you don't want to do that. You want to be careful, young lady. Was that a lady or a man?
Yes, a lady.
You want to be careful, so you don't want to keep exchanging those spirits, those energies
Yeah, to sleep with anybody.
into your life.
I mean, try to evaluate the person before you think you can sleep with him. Ask him some things that you may have in common. Ask him about his childhood. You don't want to just dive into the bed with somebody. And I mean, one night stands are not safe. So you have to be very careful on who you lay down with. And again, like my husband said, be careful who you have your children by, because you don't know that family history of that mental illness or whatever it have been.
So
and then you
true.
wonder what's wrong with your child, and you figure out, okay, this is what's wrong with my child. It's a history. So be careful who
It's in
you
the
lay
blood.
down.
DNA.
Yes,
Yeah.
DNA. You can't get rid of that. So be careful who you sleep with. Be careful who you exchange energy with. And just try to think of something more positive. Things like that happen. Write the pros and cons down about that person. And then I will give you a self-evaluation on who you should choose to be with long term. And let's not let a few dates let that be the prediction. But again, be careful on who you lay in bed with and bring to your house. Be careful who you let into your home, and your home, which is your body as well.
That's true.
Because
that's good. I like that.
you're out there letting anybody in your home and their energy coming in your house, and they're sitting on your couch. That energy transfer, it doesn't die. So they're going from your living room couch to your bed, laying in your bed, and to inside your energy and your soul.
That's true.
Watch it. Be careful.
You know,
it's not easy.
You know, y'all remember you was when you came over, you said what kind of music. You was asking what kind of music I listen to. I said I like me some Tupac, you know, and neo soul and ballads and stuff like that. So you was even pretty much asking me about those small details.
I'm very finicky on a person's music. You just can't. This is me. Everybody ain't like this. I've been this way all my life. If you listen to rowdy music, and I spoke about this previously before, if you listen to Tupac all the time, and nothing wrong with Tupac, it's a time and place for everything. You just can't ask your energy to be at peace when you're hyped on Tupac. That's gonna feed your energy. You're gonna be so ready. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna do that. You want to be at peace with yourself.
Yes.
So settle your energy. Find and seek peace through music, through vibration. That really do bring in a calming atmosphere into your home, into your spirit. So be very careful. Again,
so
who
true.
you invite in your home, and do a self-evaluation on yourself and them to make sure they are the right person for you. Even to be in company with. I mean, sitting talking to somebody that have a traumatic past, and they're exchanging their energy, saying that they're unhappy, and that's okay to vent. But if you see no change in that person and they don't have a end result plan on, okay, well, I wasn't happy,
yes,
but I got something better coming along. I'm seeking counseling. I'm doing this. What is that song getting back? Oh, that's Alana Baraz.
Yeah, I don't know about Alana Baraz.
It's a neo soul kind of sub soul mix. And I'm surprised y'all don't hear it, cause.
It's nice.
So again, it's the music again.
Yes.
Sanitra, the music creates the atmosphere for us individually and collectively. So you gotta keep the music going. Again, watch who you sleep with.
That's true.
And I hope
just because they look good don't mean
or
that
smell good.
Yeah, just because they look and smell good or what they drive don't mean that they're a clean person.
Please don't let the material things get you all caught up in the
Yes.
hype. Because when it comes down to it, you can be caught up with somebody that smell good, look good, and funky in the inside.
Yeah.
And then you funky in the inside because you have changed that energy with that person.
That's true.
So be careful.
All right, the third question was anonymous from Facebook. Do you allow your significant other to go through your cell phone? If
No.
you want to. If you
Well,
want to. I don't have any locks on it.
We have
It's a trust issue, I believe.
locks on our phone, but not because we don't trust each other. We have locks on our phone because when we're out and about and we working, we don't want to leave our phone somewhere. Somebody go through our phone and see our pictures that we have. And our pictures aren't just regular pictures. So again, what we do is we have our phone locks. You know, and I know it's passcode. You know my passcode. You just don't want to.
Yeah, you don't.
I think you gotta build trust with a person. And my mom always told me that you look for the devil, you're gonna find the devil. If you're searching for some stuff to get you upset, to disturb your energy, you're gonna get that.
And what are you
Stop
going to do
looking
with
for it.
and what are you going
Hey,
to do with
Ebony.
it? What are you going to do with that once you find it?
Yeah, are
So-
you gonna leave the person?
Yeah,
Are you gonna confront them? Is it gonna be a resolution to that from you going searching? What is the end result?
That's true.
If you're
So
not
true.
ready, prepared to leave that person, then you just keep on looking past all that. Say, oh well, I ain't see nothing. Because why search for something? You're disturbing your energy and get yourself all caught up. No
Yeah.
need for that.
There's no need for you to come home, give me your phone, give me your give me your cell phone, and you going through, you know. So I know someone that's like that, that you know that goes through that, and
That's disturbing.
yeah, it is. I
To have
recommend it.
to-
Hey man, I told him, I said, man, that's not trust. So you know, to each his own, but I wouldn't recommend it. So
Definitely not. There's no way I'm going to go through somebody's phone and try to find out what they're doing. Look, like I said, as long as you're doing right by who you are in the relationship, God, the universe will look after you. Sanitra asked, what is the proper time or space before dating? It all depends on what's in your life currently going on. You know, are you a fresh divorcee? You know, are you a single mother and trying to? I mean, it all depends. That's like a broad question to ask. As far as when the proper time, space, you know, for dating.
yeah, you definitely don't want to bring that energy
And
or
around
that-
your
that
children if you
baggage
are a single parent, you
around
know.
your. You want to pretty much wait till that door has closed. The one you're leaving, so you don't want to bring that energy, that
Extra
baggage.
bag. You don't want to be a bag lady. So make sure
Excuse me.
you're
Brother
healed.
like you.
I'm sorry, I'm drinking that wine. You want to be healed. You want to heal yourself before you start going straight into dating. You know, some
Mentally,
people mentally and emotionally
Yes.
prepared, because that mental status, when you're in your old relationship and you went through a whole lot, you're gonna start assuming that person that you're with gonna be doing the same thing, and that's not fair to that person.
And then that leads up to you checking his phone.
Exactly.
Or checking her phone. So, you know, you want to close those doors that you've left, that chapter that you've left back in the past.
You got to, and that's a
What's
must.
that you drinking, Miss Heidi?
I'm drinking some good detox tea. So, again, talk about detoxing tea. This is my thing. I love detox, especially if I've done consumed some things that I shouldn't have been eating. You know, like sweets. I go my detox regimen and go for it. So we'll talk about that later on. So tea up. The next question.
Number 4.
Okay.
That's
Is
you,
it?
baby.
Yeah, me again. Okay, so next question is: do you owe your family anything because you made it big or rich? If you make it big or you become rich, and do you owe your family anything? I'm gonna say no, unless you want to give it to them. You don't owe them anything. That's your blessing that you receive. If you feel that you want to help them, then that's good too. But don't. And if you're a family member on the receiving end and wanting something,
Good night, baby. This is live.
I'm sorry. And if you're waiting for something to from somebody, that's not right. I mean, support them. Not emotionally, but give them verbal support. Give them verbal supports. Let them know, hey, you're doing a good job. You know, and then if you can financially, support them financially. If they got something that's a business and you're looking for something in the long term, you know, in the long run.
I agree. You know, like my wife said, she said, what did you say, love? You got me. Oh, she said, if you want to give them something, give it to them.
Yeah.
You know, but you're not obligated to give them anything.
Yes.
Just because they gave you a compliment. Hey, keep pushing, keep moving along. I saw something on Instagram saying that they was, man, if I got to give my nephew something, now I got to give my aunt something for babysitting. So you just want to be careful. Because you don't want to go broke again. So definitely not that.
Be very careful.
Is that element?
Yeah. So, okay, I was a widow and then was in a narcissistic relationship and have been single for 3 years. I want to date, but I have forgotten how to date. I checked out a meeting checking out on a meeting with a gentleman. Well, first of all, Sanitra, I want to send our condolence to
Yes.
you as being
Yes.
a widow. I'm sorry to hear that, and I can't empathize, but I could sympathize with you as far as trying to get back out there dating again, because before I met my husband, I was a divorced single mother at the time, and it was kind of hard dating, you know. Did I enjoy the dating process? Yes and no. Yes, because I was getting to know who I was all over again. Some things that I didn't know about myself. And no, because all them people that you gotta get to know, their energy, and somebody who say something crazy and you like, I'm gonna cut it off right now before you even say something else crazy. I'm done. No, I'm done.
Your attention span was short. So,
not mine. My toleration. I'm allergic to bullcrap. So you have bullcrap, and I'm fed up with it. If you don't had 10 years of bullcrap, anybody that come along that give you that same bullcrap, you like, I don't want to hear it. And it ain't got nothing to do with wrong with your mind being, attention span being short. It's because you don't got time for the bullshit. I'm just saying it straight up.
I agree.
So where you get attention span is short from that.
You know, you just ain't got time for that.
That's something completely different. Attention span being short is because you're what? That's completely two different definitions.
Well,
I'm talking about if you're talking to somebody and you done been through so much already in your life, the last thing you want to hear is somebody saying the same thing you just got finished going through. You're not.
Yeah, or vice versa. You're right.
Forget
You're
it.
right, love.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
Sometimes.
I'm always right. So again, I'm Sanitra. Just talk to that person over the phone. When you have a next step with that person, communicate over the phone and see how things go. You know, you don't want to just chicken out. Now, if he was a good guy, find out some great qualities. that you see that he may have had that you like, that you took interest in, like if he has long-term and short-term goals. That's like the first thing you
and
want to
vice
ask
versa,
someone.
man. You know, you want to
Yeah,
make
you
sure
want to make sure you can give those same qualities.
bringing
as well.
that 100 to the table. That's true.
It ain't just one thing, it's both. Both sides. Everybody else got to participate and put in the same thing. If you request for a good man, you have to be a good woman. You're requesting for a man to be able to be there for you and hear you out. You got to do those same things.
That's true.
It's not a one-way street. It works both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we say that many times along up in our Q&A live, that it works both ways. Communication.
So true.
So
true live.
just make sure that you give him that open door. I know, says that it's been 3 years, but just open that door and just do a lot of talking over the phone and text and see if you know how to spell right. Text him sometimes. If he texts back some good stuff like, oh, he know how to spell, because a lot of people don't know how to spell because of the auto correction on your phone. You know, you want to make sure that he know how to articulate verbally and written. So that gives you a whole lot. I mean,
and written.
Things are so short these days with dating. You know, when you hear people different dating stories, it's so hilarious at the same time. You're like, man, this is some shit out here in the world.
Don't be cussing, baby. Don't be cussing.
It's okay.
All right.
But so again, just be careful.
Be careful.
And just let yourself be open to dating, but make sure that you are, in a better place mentally and emotionally. So what was the next question? So
that is number 5 from Darius. My girlfriend confessed to me that she feels that I don't love her because I don't beat on her. What should I do? Man, no, listen, don't beat on her. Just leave. You don't want that headache. You don't want to go to jail for beating on somebody because you could, you may beat her and
kill her.
Kill her. So you don't want that. Run far as you can from her. She's mentally.
She's already been abused.
Yes.
Mentally, physically, emotionally.
So you don't want to deal with that.
Darius, I hope you're listening to us from Instagram. But if you're with somebody and they say you don't love me because you're not beating on me, you need to leave them alone because there's something that you really could do to help them. They are, and it depends. Okay, now when they don't reach a certain age, like when they're past 40. You know it's a wrap. You can't even help them no more because they done got mentally settled in how their mind think, and you can't reverse that for them. Yeah. So if somebody you're dating and she said you don't love me because you don't beat on me, run for that door and say, look, honey.
Or even ask her what makes you feel that way.
And then you may be able to change it. Let me not just tell you to hang up on it right away. Yeah. See if she's open to. If you think she's good quality and she has something that you could make grow. See, does she want to seek counseling? See, does she want to get help for, I said that's a sickness.
Or it may be what she saw in her past life. In her mother. In the past, her mother or aunt that was getting beat by a man that's the only thing she identifies as love.
And so that's sad.
You don't want, and it is sad, but she may need to get some mental counseling. And one thing we don't do as a nation, as a people, we don't usually want to go out and seek help from a counselor or psychiatrist. So that's healthy. That's healthy. So do that if need be.
Very. Okay, so the next question is, okay, hold on, let me see. Let me go back. Somebody done wrote it wrong. Okay, is it a such thing of making love throughout the day with your spouse or significant other? And is it possible? Well, we discussed this before too. So the person who asked this question, I hope you're listening. Yes, you can make love throughout the day with your spouse without physically touching them. You could touch them mentally and emotionally just through little things that you say and do. Just say that you text your significant others, hey, I love you, hey, send them their favorite song, put some money in their cash app. That makes them smile.
Yeah, or PayPal or something like that. Yeah, send them some money.
It may like, oh, they thought about me, want to go eat lunch or something like that. So those are little sweet things. And also, when they get home, have things prepared for them. Or whoever gets home first, they have that stuff prepared for you.
Just have the house clean.
Yes.
Smelling fresh, the bed
some nice
made
incense.
They ain't walking around in some flip flop shoes. Have them put on some pumps.
Some pumps.
No.
And you don't gotta do that. You ain't gotta put no pumps on because that's you might as well go ahead and get in the bed.
You know, we set the mood all
yeah.
day.
Well,
I hope your day going well.
We start early with setting the mood.
Make sure you make the bed up.
Baby.
Is that smart?
Mm-hmm. So it's you just setting the mood, and you're not physically, but you're mentally and emotionally touching that person. So send them little love things. Let them know about the day. You can send them a poem. You could write a little note in the morning. I think sometimes very sweet. Beside your bed, they have like a little note saying, "Hey, I love you. Have a good day." You know, because nobody don't write nothing no more. You literally. I think writing something on paper
expresses the true definition of your.
To me, it really signifies the strength of love because you took time out to get a piece of paper and go find a pen because you know you can't find pens easy around the house these days. I know we really can't find a lot of pens, and you're literally writing how you feel. That to me is something special and so memorable.
That's true. I mean,
yes, that's right. DJ Soundboy. People think that people love is just about making love, just having sex, and it's not. I'm trying to read it, and my eyes burning from the incense. My eyes are burning. I need you to put that incense out.
It's out. Well,
okay.
It's out.
So you don't have to again be physical with the person. Come on, put your input on it.
Well, what was the question?
You don't have to make love physically. You could make love throughout the day.
I taught you this.
Well, we want you to elaborate on it.
Yeah, listen.
Come on, elaborate on it.
You don't have to physically make love to your significant other. You can, listen to music. My wife and I always, sometimes, let me say this, we go out and on the patio and drink some wine, and I smoke my little cigar. And those are enjoyment times for us. And as long as I put on the right music,
it sets the mood.
It sets the mood. So
it sets the tone for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you be in there then. Now the next question is what is mental love making, and is there such thing? That's like the same thing before. So we'll expound on that a little bit about what is mental love making. We just said it's sending simple little love letters and letting the person that you know how you care and feel about them.
Let me say this.
Go ahead, yes, please.
When my wife and I got together, I could read her mind. Now I'm gonna show this is.
Now I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't know what happened. Because now you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm getting older. But you remember, when we first met, I said, I can come close to your birthday, at least 2 days.
When we first met, see, we left that off when we first met.
Yeah, I walked up to her. We was talking. She smelled this great cologne that I had, and I said, let me see your hand. I held her hand and I said, I can come close to your birthday. And it may be corny, but I'm a mind reader like that. I can touch her hand and tell her pretty much her birthday. Mm-hmm. So I said, your birthday is December the 24th. And she said, no, it's the 26th. And I said, mine is too. And she was like, what?
I'm like, no, you lying. I'm thinking you lying.
I showed her my
but
ID.
It's telling the truth.
So I knew that was, that was love making in the making, huh?
Yes, it was. So that question is from Suzanne from LinkedIn. Suzanne, I hope that you're paying attention to this question. And your question is, excuse me. How do you keep positive energy in your circle without offending anyone? Well, I do that very well and maybe rude sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But if somebody bugging my circle, I'm a grown woman at the end of the day. If I want to discontinue communication with you, I can. Without any warning. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm protecting my energy. And it's okay. It's okay not to answer your phone from that person. It's okay not to answer a text back from that person. It's okay to avoid that email. It's okay to block them people out your life too. It's okay. You are protecting your energy so that people won't tamper with it. You're protecting your peace. And it's okay. No one has to tiptoe around people. This is not 4th grade, 5th grade elementary school. We are grown people, and we have the right to protect our energy at all costs.
That's true.
And when you listen, I tell my friend all the time, if you stop talking to me, listen, I understand. There may be something I said. I sympathize and empathize with people when it comes down to things like this because I'm the same way. it just no notice. I mean, and you don't have to try to tiptoe around someone to see how you're going to say that I don't want to hurt their feelings. Let me see what I'm going to say. You can stop at any moment your communication with that person to protect your energy at all costs. That's just me.
Yeah,
because I do that.
You know, again, some friends are so
sensitive.
Not so sensitive. They're so what they call it when they're so attached to you. They are so. I just want to be around.
Well,
you.
I call those territorial friends.
Territorial friends, and sometimes they seek your approval in different things.
Well, that's
so
fine.
if you don't seek their approval, they may feel like she just always.
Well, if they're seeking your approval, then that's your friend. Obviously, if they're seeking something from you, but if someone. Like, it all depends. Like me, I'm going to kind of tell you later on, like, what you did to me. But at that moment, when I know that it's disturbing my energy, and I know I don't want to say something to escalate that, I'm going to just discontinue communications until maybe that don't feel right on the other person end, but at that moment, I have the right to protect my energy. And you could text me. A text is okay.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay. So
What's the
next question.
Dawn from Deja. Why do men think they could just touch your butt in the club because of what you're wearing?
I don't know.
Well, you know, back in the old days, when people in Alabama used to say, they so fast, because they was, you know, so fresh or so fast when they put on little halter tops or something like that.
Well,
so, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. There's no excuse for it. But when me and my wife goes out to the club, Deja, I let her walk in front of me. Because if I'm walking in front of her, anybody can pat on her ass. Because my wife know if she was to tell me somebody didn't grab my butt, it's going to be a fight. Anybody within that vicinity. And they may beat me up. But they gonna know, man. Good, like this fool ain't playing.
It's about a mutual respect. People don't do that anymore when you go out. We don't go to clubs. We do lounges and stuff like that. Now we're out of town. We go to clubs like that and have a good time with ourselves. But we try to. We don't. That's not. That's not my cup of tea. The club scene.
What you got on, Deja? You can't be going up in there with a see-through damn plastic bag skirt. That's telling them, come on, touch this thing.
Listen. This new style with the ladies exposing see-through shirt and stuff.
Yeah.
You ain't leaving out to the imagination anymore. I mean, you just tell, and then if that's what you're wearing, Deja, and you expect somebody to not touch you or a guy to not visually think about having you in bed, then I don't know. Somebody can teach you something. You don't have to seek attention that way. If you're a beautiful young lady, then you don't have to dress that way. That's just me.
She got low self-esteem too.
Dallas said your beard is everything.
Thanks, Dallas.
You don't have to literally go around with see-through clothes on, exposing your breasts and your booty and stuff. People gonna see that soon enough when you get into bed with them. That's what you want to do with them. I mean, I just don't believe that you have. I don't believe that you just have to wear see-through clothes. You could be sexy, feel sexy, and cover up.
Yeah.
I mean, generation just have gotten out of control with it. People just go out the house with some heels on and walk outside. You don't need no cover up.
That'd be nice. I mean, not nice. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? That nice to just walk out the house with just some pumps on?
No, I'm on Bluetooth.
No, you're not.
No, go ahead.
I can walk out the house with just some pumps on?
No, love.
So who are we talking about?
No. Listen, go ahead.
I don't know. Let's get back on it. No.
I don't.
What are you talking about? That would be nice. Are you paying attention to what we're talking about?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. I know that's right, Kyra. So,
what's the next one?
The next question is, how do you handle being in a relationship with a younger woman? That was anonymous from Facebook. How do you...
Are they asking me?
No, they're asking in general.
Being in a relationship with a younger woman.
That's right, Dallas. Dallas says the difference between sexy and slutty. It sure enough is. I mean, it's ridiculous. And got people wearing see-through stuff.
Yeah.
And it ain't cute at all.
It ain't. It's not love.
I don't want you co-signing for me on it. I said enough.
All right, go ahead. What's the next one? Oh, about the
So,
woman.
like I said, the question is from anonymous Facebook. How do you handle being in a relationship with a younger woman? Okay, I'm assuming this is a man who asked this question. I guess it will be for you. How do you handle being in a relationship with a younger woman?
It's a beautiful thing, you know.
What are the pros and cons?
Pros is let me see. Pros is that
He been drinking too much, obviously, so he losing it because he's supposed to know this already. It's not hard to figure out the pros and the cons of being with a younger person.
Of being with my wife is that, you know, she's very loving. She's open to learning different things as I try to teach her about, you know, relationships, about life.
And the cons?
The cons is sometimes they think they know it all. So
That ain't the cons.
yeah, that's a con. To me, you think you know a lot.
Well, and if you want to ask me that question, vice versa, I will say the cons are when you date somebody that's very older than you than a decade.
Very? Why you say very, love?
That's 14 years old difference. If somebody's 14-year difference, like
But
for
you
an
sounded
example,
as if it was about 60 years old.
the thing is this. They're always going to think they know more because they're older, and older people need to understand that there's people that's younger than you that way know more. And if I didn't know more, then don't be asking me no questions about how to do certain
But
things.
you asked me to, love, huh?
Very seldom. But anyways, the thing is this: it's a challenge for some, and at the same time, it's a blessing because you have a balance with it. Okay, the next one is it okay to drive your man around?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it? Well, I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind driving my husband around.
When we go,
I drive all the time, and I
I
love
know.
it.
When we get ready to go out, I'm taking her out. So she
see
said, I want to
that.
drive. I mean, no, that's not how it is. So,
I love driving
yeah, she
because
loves
I'm
driving.
safe. I'm a safe driver to me.
She
To
sounds like
me-
an old woman sometimes, but
No, I don't. You
To
are
me, though.
listen.
To
You be
you-
holding on. You be on the side of on the passenger side, pushing on imaginary brakes over there
Yeah.
like this.
yeah, she
You be pushing imaginary brakes on the side when I be driving, and you be like holding on to the rail. I don't even drive crazy like that.
when we went to Atlanta,
You have no choice but to drive like you a bat out of hell in Atlanta.
Yeah.
People who live in Atlanta, you know, as soon as you get on I-85 or up there, you doing at least about 300 miles per hour. You are
That's true,
passing it.
that's
There
true.
is no time for you to be procrastinating. You get on there and you just go for it when you're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
My Atlanta residents, people up there, you already know how driving is up there. You got to go full fledged up there. There's no
yeah,
petting around.
we got to start practicing for Atlanta.
No, we do, don't we? Okay, so the next question is, should women be the hunters in this era? And is it okay for a woman to ask a man hand in marriage?
Well, women have always been the hunters. It used to be that men was in the sense of animalistic type ways, like the lion, he always catching the food. But I think that all women has been the hunters in past and in the present. And is it okay for a woman to ask a man a hand in marriage? No, that's not good. I don't think that's good for a woman to ask a man hand in marriage because
It's just not a lady.
it's just not ladylike. No.
That's not your place because a man.
So if you're gonna do that, you should ask the man to change his last name to your name. So,
Yeah. Zoe Saldana, she did that. She
Well,
had her
she's the head of the household. She's making more money, so she feels as though she's trying to just bossy in the head. You know, she's bossy. She got something wrong with
Most
her.
ladies are bossy, but that's by nature because we were here first. Y'all just a replica of who we are.
That's true. So true.
So
true.
we have the right and earn it for
So-
us to be bossy.
So for you listeners out there, are women hunters or they are the hunted?
And what we mean by that is, do women supposed to seek the man first or the man seek the woman? My opinion is I think the woman needs to be in a woman's place and not take so full charge into it. I know some ladies these days, y'all impatient. You ready for that microwave man. You want that man right now. You ready for that ringer, that finger to have a ring on it. You want all that. But that's all in due time. And first of all, get yourself in order because you may not be able to, issue these same things out to that man that you're seeking for. You
Sure.
want this elaborate man, this man to be on point, nice hair, teeth, money in the bank. You ain't gonna ever have all 20, whatever the list consists of. You're not gonna have all of it. You gotta have something to give him too. Again, don't be just going out trying to go find this perfect man, and you're not even have a perfect yourself. And let the man be a man. Let him lead. Let him be able to ask you, do he want to be with you long term? Because at the end of the day, you do not want to be stuck with somebody that you have to take care of because you just want a piece of a man. You got him, got a ring on his finger, you don't pay for the wedding ring, the wedding band, you don't pay for the gown, the wedding, your friends, you don't pay for all this this beautiful wedding, and he still ain't getting nothing in it. So
they didn't switch roles, huh?
let the man stay in his place. I'm gonna tell you something, ain't nothing new underneath the sun. Stop thinking that you could go take that man's spot. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. That's just nature. It's nature.
He ain't gonna respect you.
And you ain't gonna respect him in the long run. You gonna talk to him like he ain't crap. You ain't do nothing. I paid for the wedding. I did this. I did that. Because you did, and guess what? Nobody told you to. He just going along with it. And it's a lot of, I'm sorry to say, but it's a lot of lazy men these days. They're waiting for the lady to do everything.
Play PlayStation.
They waiting for that. They're waiting for that. They're waiting for that.
For a mama.
Yeah, they're waiting for that 50-50. You know, and I say that means that the man, it's a man out there that want the woman to pay half of the rent. I know people that have their wives paying half of the rent. That's a roommate. That ain't your damn wife. Paying for half the rent, half electricity, No. Let a man be a man.
Yeah,
and if you find a man that wants...
And I'm a traditionalist, so I believe that a man should just take care of all of that.
And then whatever that wife worked for, that's for the house, for vacations and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's what that job is for vacations, for financing, getting
going over
things,
to Dubai,
investment. Yeah. That's what that check is for.
Dubai.
So, yeah. So, again, just be careful. Be careful, please. You know, ladies out there, you want to have a good man, let that man lead. Don't try to go out there and take over and you want to marry me and getting on your knee. Yeah. Get your ass up and let that man ask you. And if he don't ask you, then maybe he don't want you. Let him be the lead.
Yeah, what was that Samoa said? The best way to get him, they've been together 5 years and wait till he go to sleep. Yes,
as the comedian Samoa talk about, if you don't want to marry you, marry him in his sleep.
Yeah, you don't.
When he go to sleep, you have the whole ceremony. He be down under sleep just like this. You put that ring on his finger, he wake up like this. Man, I got married in my sleep.
Yeah, so.
But don't try that though. You might go crazy. But again, let the man be the hunter.
Let him lead.
Let him chase you. Let him want you. Yes. You know, nothing changed, you guys. Nothing changed. I don't care how much money a woman make. That man still have to be a man in his place. Let him lead.
Okay, sure. Let me ask you this though. Then, the reason I say that women are hunters, and pretty much the men are the presenters. They present themselves in a way to attract you, your attention. So, if he's, you see him in a nice ride, he got a nice home, he's showing you that he has a nice bank account, dressed well. So pretty much, in other words, he's a presenter and you're the hunter in that situation. Am I saying that right?
If the man is, he
ain't got his pants hanging down his butt.
He's dressed presentable. And majority of times, most men don't get cars for just, they do it because they know women like nice things. They're not doing this for themselves.
That ain't true.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh.
Talking about single people that like to get nice things. I like nice cars, he like nice cars, but we're not trying to go catch anybody. We like to do it because we like to have nice things. But when it comes down to people that is dating, women, don't go with everything flashy. You might miss out on your whole entire big blessing because you're looking at what far as the eye could touch. This tangible stuff. Tangible stuff could fade any moment. Try to go with somebody that has a great intellect, that could feed your soul with some knowledge. Somebody could share something with you that's valuable, like great information to go a long ways. That could help you.
That's so true.
You want somebody to help you. You just look at a car and some money in the bank, because if that person fades away, then what do you have? You want to build something with that person. And I say this again, building with your significant other. And that actually goes for our next question. Next question is from Tammy. Tammy said, is it good to go in business with your spouse? Yes and no. I'm going to say yes for us, but no to some people. Because you may not be able, first of all, you may not be compatible relationship-wise. How do you think you're going to do a business together? if you're not compatible relationship wise, how are you going to be able to make it happen on the other level?
But I think business is a part of marriage anyway. Business in itself is pretty much marriage. Yourself is a business, so I would say if you can't get along in the business, as in the real business out here making money, you're definitely not going to be able to work with your spouse in business. And again, Heidi and I, we have our own business. We have some little disputes.
Yeah.
But
and that's natural. That's
natural.
That's natural for any business partner to have dispute with their business partner. Just know that there are trials and tribulations that come with it, but you have to be willing to put up with it so that it's a better result at the end of a great, big financial blessing.
Yeah, my wife, I have quit my company at least, wanted to turn in the keys at least 30 times. And she would be that rock to say, come on, baby, we can't stop. We can't stop. And both of us many times be together in that corner crying, oh, we can't do this.
Because it's hard, it's hard. But,
it's made hard. It's designed to be hard just to show that, if this is what you really want, it's worth having.
Go for it. And it's worth it. When it's all said and done, it's worth it. So next question is, you two look well put together. What are the things that you both lack? Well, we both lack the same thing. About to say together, we are big time procrastinators.
Yeah, we are.
But you know what? We get stuff at the last minute.
Give us a deadline to next Friday. We'll do it Thursday night.
If you say we need this project done by Friday at 9 p.m. or 9 a.m., we will wait till Thursday to do it, and then it will be so well put together. You're like, dang, we just did it. We just did it like a few hours ago, and I don't know what that is about him and I. By being Capricorns and same life, different life path numbers, but same personal year number, we just like to get things done at the same time, like at the last minute. Let's do it. Come on. But it gets done. Yeah. That's what we lack. We lack that in our relationship as far as getting things done, and it's cool. We know we're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
We may not do it when you want it done, but it's gonna get done.
So what do you guys lack in what is that? Yeah, what do you guys lack in a relationship? Go ahead and answer, Art Bullet.
So I want to show these shades that I just purchased. These right here, they are made out of real crystals. And my great friend, Kyra Art Bully, she created these from scratch. She made these.
They are
real crystals.
Nice. So if you give them her website.
Oh, follow her on Instagram. Her website is not up right now, but go to her website. I mean, her Art Bully is Art Bully KLR on Instagram, and you can follow her and check out these shades. I'm not shades with glasses.
They are nice. They are lovely, baby.
I love these.
Those out at ATL next week.
They're really nice shades. So these are handcraft from my friend. Aren't they summer? Aren't they nice? So if you guys want some, inbox me and I will send her over your information. And she make these again from scratch. Yes, they're fly, aren't they, Kyra?
They are.
So again,
I can't wait to get my glasses from her. She's making me some nice. Wait, can I get in here? She's making me some nice bone glasses. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kyra, in advance. We really appreciate
you. See that? I'm modeling them now, you guys. They're nice.
Also, check out Foreign Smoke.
Yes, Foreign Smoke is a new clothing line that's coming out. We will guys show you some of those things that they have. Again, these some fly shades.
They are nice, baby.
I love them. So make sure you guys go inbox my girl, Art Bully KLR, ARTBULLY KLR, and she could make you some custom ones. They're off the chain. They're beautiful, and I like them. I love them actually.
They look good. I love
That's my
them.
earrings.
You know, Kyra, Dawn wanted those.
Yes, so bad, so bad, but she can't have them. So again. Oh wow! Yeah, see, Kyra. Someone said they want to see the men version. So
she got some nice ones.
Check Kyra
right there.
out.
She got some really nice ones. So she's making me some nice
from
bone
scratch. These are
bone
crystals.
glasses. If you get a chance, Lydell, look at Bone glasses. They are really nice. Really
Very,
nice.
very nice. So make sure you cop your pair. And other than that, you guys, that is it. We have had a lovely evening as always with all of our questions.
Yeah. Yes.
You got one?
No.
These are nice. So again, you guys, thank you for joining us again. Another great, fabulous night. We're gonna have some great things coming up soon. Some new, different things coming up. So make sure you please inbox us. I know you guys like asking us questions as we go along, but you know it's kind of difficult sometimes because we have to like read it like this and then be back and forth. So next time, just inbox us. People do it all the time because I post all of our videos up on what is that? Instagram and LinkedIn. So you all could just inbox us. And I love these glasses. Let me give you guys another close up. How they're handcrafted by my girl Kyra. So make sure you please check them out. And again, thank you all for tuning in to So True Live Q&A.
Thanks again.
Q&A.
Thank you so much for coming in.
And anything else you want to add?
No. Thank you, love, for allowing me to come back
You
on 5th week. Thank you, guys.
5 weeks. Yes. 5th Saturday. So you guys have a good evening. You come close.
All right. Take care. Love you guys.
Love you guys.